Welcome to Study Loop.
Okay, so for this problem, you're doing a lot of different conversions. And so the first one is pretty straightforward. So for the first one, you want to figure out how many liters how many liters of wine can be held if the capacity is 31 gallons. So for this one, you just want to convert gallons to liters. So if you look up a conversion factor, 1 gallon is equal to 3.7854 liters. And if you multiply that out, you get 117.3 liters. And so what you want to make sure that you do when you're doing these conversion factors is, because you're cross multiplying, you want to make sure that if gallons starts out as the numerator, you want to make sure that gallons is the denominator so that your units will cancel and you'll be left with the units that you want, which in this case is liters. Okay, for the second problem, now we're kind of getting a little bit trickier. So if you have a 6 milligram dose for every 1 kilogram of a person, what would be the dose for a 185-pound person? And so it tells you want the dose in milligrams, but you want to convert kilograms to pounds. So for these types of problems, there's actually two parts. The first is you want to do a conversion. So you want to convert kilograms to pounds. In this case, your 1 kilogram is equal to 2.20 pounds. So first, you want to convert. The second part is you want to actually add in the weight of the person. So your first is a conversion factor, your second is actually just kind of a multiplication. So you would multiply this by 185 pounds, just over 1, so something that has no units. So the idea is that if you go through and cancel out all of your units, you have kilograms cancels with kilograms, and now you have pounds cancels with pounds, so you get your milligram dose that you want as your final unit. So if you multiply this out, you'll find that you get 504.5 milligrams. Okay. So now this third problem, you find that your car, for every 47.3 liters of gas, you can travel 400 kilometers. And you want to convert kilometers per liter to miles per gallon. So if you do that, for these problems, it's easiest to pick one unit, convert it, and then convert the other one. So what I mean by that is the first one, you can convert kilometers to miles. So if you do that, you get 0.62 kilometers is equal to 1 mile. And that, of course, is wrong. Let's try that. So it's actually 1 kilometer is equal to 0.62 miles. And then you also have 3.7854 liters is equal to 1 gallon. So if you go through and look at your units, you'll find that kilometers cancels with kilometers, liters cancels with liters, and you're left with miles per gallon. So if you multiply out the numbers, you get 19.8 miles per gallon. So then this last one is kind of a little bit tricky because it gives you this misnomer, or kind of it tries to trick you. It tells you that 4 cups is equal to 1 quart, but you really don't need that conversion at all. So for this problem, what you're doing is you want to convert pounds to kilograms. So first you want to convert pounds to kilograms. So in order to do that, you find that 1 pound is equal to about 0.454 kilograms. And then what it wants you to do, so this is your first, is kind of like the first problem, you're doing a conversion. In your second problem, you're doing a multiplication. So now you know you want to figure out how many kilograms is in 200 cups of coffee. So if you multiply this by 200 cups, just divided by 1, then you'll see that cups is going to cancel with cups, and pounds is going to cancel with pounds. And so if you multiply this out, you get a answer of 1.814 kilograms. Now another way you could do this problem a little bit more intuitively is you want to, and it's really the same way as multiplying it out, the way that you can kind of think of it is you want to do 200 cups. Actually, it's the exact same way, it's just reversed, but you're doing 200 cups, which tells you that you're going to have 4 pounds, because 200 divided by 50 is 4. So then you would just multiply that, so you have 4 pounds times 0.454 kilograms gives you 1.814 kilograms.